The Yungas Road is a cycle route about 60 kilometers long which links the city of La Paz and the Yungas region of Bolivia. It draws about 25,000 tourists per year and is a major La Paz tourist attraction. Many tour operators cater to downhill mountain biking, providing information, guides, transport and equipment. At least 18 cyclists have died on the road since 1998. The tourist route is a 64 kilometers long road with 3,500 meters of descent. The route includes the Cotapata-Santa Barbara section. It replaced the old road, built in 1930. It was considered dangerous because of its steep slopes, narrow single track, lack of guardrails, rain, and fog, and was nicknamed the Road of Death. Driving up or down this 69-kilometer switchback is extremely dangerous because of fog, landslides, waterfalls and cliffs falling 2,000 feet in each turn. Until 1994, almost 300 drivers were killed every year, justifying its nickname and putting it in the list of the most dangerous places to visit in the world. The road extends far enough to connect the Amazon rainforest to the capital city, surrounded by mountainous terrain. This means that merchants were not unusual to cram into trucks and buses trying to sell their wood and crops in the area. The hairpin turns, however, were not wide enough for each vehicle, further leading many trucks to go down with people and their livelihoods. There is an island about 25 miles off Brazil's coast where no local would ever dare to walk. There are rumors that the last fisherman who strayed too close to his shores was found drifting in his boat days later, lifeless in a blood pool. The mysterious island is known as Ilha de Queimada Grande, and setting foot there is reportedly so dangerous that the Brazilian government has made it illegal for anyone to visit. The island's threat comes in the form of the golden lancehead snakes, a pit viper species and one of the world's deadliest serpents. It is administered as part of the municipality of Itanhém in the state of São Paulo. The island is small in size, only 43 hectares, and has a temperate climate. The island's terrain varies considerably, ranging from bare rock to rainforest. It is the only home of the critically endangered, venomous Bothrops insularis, which has a diet of birds. The snakes became trapped on the island when rising sea levels covered up the land that connected it to the mainland. The ensuing selection pressure allowed the snakes to adapt to their new environment, increasing rapidly in population and rendering the island dangerous to public visitation. Snake Island is closed to the public in order to protect both people and the snake population. Access is only available to the Brazilian Navy and selected researchers vetted by the Chico Mendes Institute for Biodiversity Conservation. The snakes that ended up stranded on Snake Island had no ground-level predators, allowing them to reproduce rapidly. Their only challenge, they also had no ground-level prey. To find food, the snakes slithered upward, preying on migratory birds that visit the island seasonally during long flights. Often, snakes stalk their prey, bite and wait for the venom to do its work before tracking the prey down again. Marcelo Duarte, a biologist who has visited Snake Island over 20 times, says that the locals' claim of 1 to 5 snakes per square meter is an exaggeration, though perhaps not by much. 1 snake per square meter is more like it. Not that should ease one's mind. At 1 snake per meter, you are never more than 3 feet away from death. This lake is better known as one of the most inhospitable areas on Earth. North Tanzania's Lake Natron looks and acts a lot like a lake of fire. The lake's high levels of natron, sodium carbonate dichlorhydrate, make its waters corrosive to human skin and eyes, sometimes reaching a pH level of over 12. The lake also contains red-colored bacteria, resulting in its unique pink-red hues. Even if most species cannot handle the 120-degree lake water, cyanobacteria have made natron their home and turned the lake its trademark reds and oranges. Oymyakon is a small village located in the Oymyakon district in Russia. This place is considered to be one of the most dangerous places because of its extreme climatic condition. The severe temperature makes it impossible for life to sustain in this region. The temperature drops to as low as -40 degrees Celsius, making it impossible for tourists or travelers to visit the place safely as not many can survive this temperature. Apart from the heat, People do not visit this place as no vegetables are available and nothing can be grown, so the lack of food is another major issue. Only about 500 people have managed to settle down in this place and survive the bitter cold. Let's get the obvious out of the way first. Oymyakon is pretty far north, and places in the north get cold in the winter owing to a lack of sunlight. But that alone doesn't explain it. It's not even the furthest north point in Siberia, and it sits below the fabled Arctic Circle. Death Valley is a desert valley on the California and Nevada border with extreme heat. It is known as one of the hottest places across the world. There are only a few deserts in the Middle East and Africa, approaching peak temperatures during the summer which can give competition to the Death Valley. Death Valley can be dangerously cold during the winter months. Storms in the mountains can produce sudden flooding on the floor of the valley. As the hottest, driest and lowest national park, Death Valley is a land of extremes. More than just a scorching desert, Death Valley offers park visitors a striking contrast of landscapes to explore, from the snow that frosts the park's towering peaks to the lush wildflower meadows and small oases that provide a reprieve from the heat to seemingly endless desert plains. Skeleton Coast is spread across the south of Angola to the north of Namibia. It stretches from the Kunene River to the Swakop River. The Skeleton Coast ranks in the list of the deadliest places on Earth because of its harsh climate, and it offers almost zero chance of survival. The weather, hot winds, and lack of food and water makes it difficult for travelers to explore this silent place. Apart from harsh climatic conditions, the area is filled with bones of numerous animals, bones of whales, elephants, turtles, seals, etc., giving a sour appearance to the place. Apart from natural conditions, human threats, gang violence and robbery, make it unfit for tourists to explore the place. One of the most uninhabited environments in the world is the Danakil Desert in East Africa. With temperatures that regularly exceed 50 degrees Celsius, volcanoes and geysers that spew toxic gas, the Danakil Desert is not an easily accessible location for travel enthusiasts. Your physical health can take a massive hit even if you stay there for a short period of time. The main feature of the dangerous desert is the almost complete absence of breathable oxygen in its territory. The air here is burnt and is filled with poisonous gases, so people can only be in certain areas of the desert for a very short time without risking their lives. The most adverse effects occur due to the presence of high concentration of poisoning vapors of sulfur in the region. This region is a volcanically active area, and on top of that, to increase the risk, the air temperature in the desert rarely falls below 50 degrees Celsius. The Turkmenistan Darvaza gas crater is known as the Gates of Hell. It is a natural gas field within an underground cave. Geologists set it on fire to prevent methane gas from spreading, and it has been burning since 1971. It is located in the middle of the Karakum Desert, about 260 kilometers north of Turkmenistan's capital, near the village of Durt, Ashgabat. The gas reserve that has been discovered here is one of the world's most extensive natural gases. Locals gave the name Dor to hell to the area, referring to the explosion, boiling mud, and orange flames in the large crater, 70 meters, 230 feet, in diameter. The hot spots spread across an area 60 meters, 200 feet, long and roughly 20 meters, 66 feet, deep. North Sentinel Island is situated in the Andaman Islands and is considered one of the most dangerous places in the world for tourists to visit. The native people of this place have been living in their traditional way and have denied all possible ways to connect with the outer world. The tribal people living on this island are not used to outside people, and if tourists step foot on their island, they see them as a threat and indulge in acts of violence. Another reason why people are asked not to visit the place because of the safety of the tribal community. Madidi National Park is situated along the Amazon River in Bolivia and has an area of around 19,000 square kilometers. The national park, which is a dense forest, is filled with all kinds of flora and fauna, and some of these plant species are dangerous and not edible. The forest is filled with predators, owing which tourists are advised against visiting the park on their own. The forest is one of the largest protected areas of the world because it houses highly dangerous animals, birds, and plants, and bags a place in the list of most dangerous places to visit on Earth. Madidi National Park is located in one of the world's most biologically diverse regions and is known to have some of the world's most poisonous plants. Additionally, the area is teeming with parasites, and a small wound could prove deadly in a short period of time.